Hi there and welcome into my channel. I'm in today. I've got a haul. I'll start off with the yarn. I was recently at Fleetwood for a few days and there's an absolutely fantastic stall in the Fleetwood market, and she sells everything: yarn, button, beads, things for baby cardigans, a lot. She sells everything. So I went and get 3 balls of this, and I crocheted up a wee, it's going to be a loaf cat once I get the face and that into it, to see how the chenille crocheted up, and it's quite thick and it's really okay. So I went back and I got a load more. I get these colours, and it's the brand name is Woolens Bunny, and I've got a load in there. I've got blues and greens and stuff in there. It was £3.50 a ball, and this is the only one that's different. That's Flutterby, and it was £3.50 a ball as well, but it's really fine. Well, it's not really fine, but it's finer than the rest anyway. So that was the first part of the haul. I think I got about 20 balls all in. So anyway, once I bought my last load, she told me that she posts, so it's all good. She can post some up to me. I'll do another video on the crochet things. Right, this is the first of the Temu haul. I'll move these to the side and I'll start with these. This was just 20 bags. When I come on and do my crochet video, you'll see that we'll be making a load of wee stuff, and I'm just looking for bags to present things in. And I'm thinking crochet hearts, key rings, you know, to go in these wee bags. That kind of thing. There's 20 of them there, different colours: lilacs, pinks, greens, yellows, blues. And I got them in Temu, and I think they were like £2.49 for them. One of these days I'm going to remember, and I'll bring my tablet out with me and I'll actually tell you the prices. I bought this stamp set that's just grass verges and stuff. I've recently had cause to do a sympathy card, and I know we don't like doing them, but I thought of doing the sunset background with these grasses. A lot of them are too small. I mean, that's what it is. I could use them for my fairy stuff, my fairy stamps. Right, and I bought a load of these plastic forms. It's just for crocheting round. You crochet, single crochet round about them, and it makes flowers. Again, I'll show you that in a wee crochet pad project. Now, this was a bit of a Temu kind of fail. This is an owl, right? But it's got the plastic domes in the belly. And I bought it. You could either buy that or buy the domes. The domes were 8 centimetre, but this die is 5 centimetres. So that was the domes. As you can see, they clearly don't fit. So I got my refund for this. I asked for a refund for that, and they refunded it. But anyway, I'm going to get one. I'll go to AliExpress and I'll buy it. Just album page die. I've got loads of faux leather there, and I'm going to start using it again. I'm full of gonties. Right, this here is, you know, Starbucks coffee cup die. And it's got the labels, and it's got first hearts. That's the lid, goes on up there. And it's got Christmas tea, loads of wee bits and pieces. That's Santa's belt, cosy coffee, and a stirrer. Now, I have done a wee project with this. I've been crocheting these coffee cozies. It goes around your mug and keeps your, either your this kind of cup warm and stops your fingers getting burnt, or you can do them where the button actually is an opening and it will go around a ceramic coffee mug. So I wanted that die to display that crochet project. So it turned out okay. It turned out quite fine. So, right, that was all in one haul. Let me see. I've got about 4 bags here. This was another haul, and I've just dropped a bit of it so that will not get shown. These are like tea bag or sugar lump holders. Again, to go with crochet projects. This, when I was doing that last sympathy card, I realised I didn't really have a lot of sympathy sentiments or stamps. So this says, thinking of you and wishing you comfort and peace. There are no words. Sorry for your loss. Wrapping you in love at this time. You know, quite nice. So I bought them. Some more wee bows just for my dog's hair. And these have been waiting on coming in. As I said, I've been doing crochet. And I used these boxes. I've had these card boxes. Oh gosh, must be maybe 10 years I've had them. And I think I only ever used one out of the pack. So I've been using them to do them. But again, I wanted a die so as I could make my own. So I bought these. Now that'll allow me to do the hexagon coasters, square coasters, and this rectangle box here is so that I can do this type of box for my coasters. Because that's quite deep, and it really doesn't need to be as deep as that, so I'm going to give it a go, see how it goes. If not, I'll just go back to making them myself. But I'm just thinking ease of use. I thought it would be easier to do it with a die. Right, and they were all bought on Temu, so they really weren't that expensive. Okay, right, and my new cup. I bought a new cup today, see that? £4.50 from B&M's. It's absolutely roasting here today. Roasting. Right, there's a wee card for that woman I buy the wool from. It's Julie's Haberdashery and Wool, and there's her details. It's absolutely brilliant. Her stalls are brilliant. Right. Here's some things. This order was made for this wool because I have done, you know, the bouquet blankets that you pull it up in the middle and it's like a bouquet of flowers on the end. Right, well I wanted red for the roses and green for the leaves, so that was why this order was made. So that's just come in, so I'm going to try that tonight and I'll get that one finished and out the road. And this is a wee crochet bag. It's just for keeping my current project in. You know, whatever wool I'm working on that day, for keeping that in. I bought some, I think there's 50 in that. Felt squares. They're handy for if you're doing crochet for backing things, or indeed for faces. Only needed a wee white bit because I've got loads of red and other things there. Right, again I'm thinking crochet projects here, but they could be for anything. These are for going in the centre of crochet flowers, or as I said, I'm going to be doing hearts and things. They're not bad, they're quite nice, and I think I only paid £1.89 for them. So by the time you hot glue them in, they'll be okay. There's either 50 or 100 in there, and they're quite nice actually. Quite nice. Happy tiny crochet hook. That's for getting in my handbag, believe it or not. Here's some more centres for flowers. These are a good bit bigger. So again, they're for in the centre of projects. And say my dear again. Oops, I'm out of focus there. They are. And they were all, honestly, as cheap as chips. They were like £1.89 or £2.89. Right, this here is a bottle die for going over the neck of a bottle. Right, here we go. I've got a wee bottle here. right? So you would get your bottle of wine or champagne, whatever you're gifting at Christmas, and you cut your card out and you hang it over up there. But that would, you fold it there and that flops down your bottle, right? You get the idea. And I wanted them, so I got them. So that's that one. Hairbands, we've been doing hairband projects. What I've been doing is single crocheting over them and crocheting flowers. I've done some with those plastic forms, and I've done just freehand flowers to go on them. But the possibilities are endless with that, so that's an ongoing project. This here all I wanted this for was this size of die. Right, I've got about, I can't be lying if I say I've got 100 different circle dies, and I didn't have one that fitted these domes. They're all either too big or too small. Okay, so that's why I bought that. And there it gives you a wee picture of the projects that you do. You fill it up with sweets and stuff. So I'm going to have a go at that. And I've already got the domes over there, and this one comes with 5 domes. I think that was a £5 actually. I think that was quite dear. Quite expensive, that one. But I got that one. Right, next thing is a few bow dies. I've still got quite a lot of leatherette there, and I'm going to just make some stuff, get them on the craft stall and get them away. Well, hopefully, if my son and his girlfriend do a craft stall, hopefully they'll get rid of them. A reindeer lollipop holder. You just put the face round it and the lollipop in the middle. Big eyes. I wanted eye dies for our crochet projects. It's a unicorn bow and a flower that goes over your lollipop. Your stick goes through there and that folds up round your lollipop like that. Okay, they were all really quite cheap. I don't think I would have paid, I don't know, I don't think I would have paid £6 or £7 for all of them. And that there, oh, it's my apron. Things to hang. I thought that was a dress, because I've ordered a dress that colour. It's no, it's my craft apron. I can't put it on today, but it's absolutely scorching here today. It's 28 degrees outside, which, if you know Scotland, is absolutely like Satan's armpit. So there's my wee craft apron, and it's a crossover back thing. Because I'm terrible for jumping out here and then getting glue on my tops and things. Right, I'm coming on to the last bag. This bag seems big, but it's not really. Let me bust this open, because this one here was a parcel refund. Right, I ordered 2 different kits here. As you can see, they've sent me both of them the same, with the elephant and the lion and that. And I ordered this one, and I ordered one with 6 different dogs. It was like a pug, a poodle, an Alsatian, a husky, that kind of thing. And they've sent me 2 of the same, so I've had a refund for one of them. This is a die with hundreds of different, well, no hundreds, there is quite a few of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 different corner dies in it. And there's the numbers and that there, if you want them. That was about £4 something, that die. So, in my world, that's quite expensive for a die. Right, these are eyes for our plushies. There's 4 different sizes here. I think it was 10, 12, 14 and 16 mil. And like the kawaii or kawaii, what we call them, eyes, safety eyes, for different projects, different sizes, and the ones there are tiny. So I've got them. I'm actually waiting on some more eyes coming as well. That's what I am. Because I've ordered a load more eyes. Is that bag empty and that bag empty? This here is, I've got, they're called cookie holders, and it's like a clamshell, you know, it shuts up like a clamshell, and they're the same size as these. So I bought this, and I bought this die to go with it, and there's a wee picture of the projects that it does. I think that's upside down, so there you are. That focusing okay? So again, I'm thinking, although I'm not at the school anymore, and I was doing something else where I was hoping that I could maybe gift a load of gifts and things, but I don't know how that's going to work out. I think my life might be choosing a different path for me, and I don't know. I don't know about that. So I'll be glad to have another outlet, let's just say. So this is the same as the dies I showed you. These ones, right? But where is this one? It's a set size. These ones here you can cut. You know, you can cut to whatever size of box you want. And it's got like 1/2 inch, or I would say that's maybe, Caroline, don't be lazy and measure it. I have a ruler here. So that one there is going to be 3/4 of an inch deep. And that one there is going to be 1/2 inch deep, you know, on the sides. So that's the difference in them. And I bought them about 4 days after I had already ordered them. And I said it doesn't matter. They're doing a different job. Same but different. Again, some sentiments, because when I was doing that last card, I thought I'm a bit lacking in sentiments. So I've got, you make my heart smile, hello friend, feel better soon. And again, I thought I would use these, but I don't know that I'm going to, that avenue is going to be open for me. But I will use them for something else. And this is just your graduation, your anniversary, love, thinking of you, that kind of thing. That's me all done. That's me all done. I've got some hair bands with wee things on them. I don't need to do anything to them, they would just go in the craft stall. The very last thing I bought was some Centura Pearl Snow White with a hint of silver. I remember years ago you used to get the pick and mix in the paper mill, and you could fill a box, and you could fill a box, a big deep box, for like £15. And that's where I used to buy my Centura Pearl. And the only place you can get it now is for this Crafters Companion Squad. But I bought this for a shop in Fleetwood, a craft shop in Fleetwood, so. And some mini sticky pads. Right, so that's it. I'm going to love yous and leave yous there, and I'll see yous all again the next time. Bye.